Hey guys! So I decided to film this video in my car to show y'all my new kick-ass setup I got going on here. So I got this new tie-dye steering wheel cover and these tie-dye seat covers for Christmas, and I'm absolutely in love with them. Anyone that knows me knows that I love tie-dye. It's like my thing. My shirt's tie-dye too. So anyway, this video is going to be about my 2017 year in review and the lessons that I've learned so far this year. So 2017 has been a pretty equal mix of both good and bad. I've had a lot of amazing experiences and I've had a lot of terrible experiences as well. But everything that I've gone through has shaped me into the woman that I am today, which is a much better person than I was starting the year. So the first lesson that I learned this year was how to let go of toxic relationships. So I began 2017 with someone that had been in my life for a very long time, but we had been hanging on by a thread since pretty much the beginning, and we were very attached to each other, so we had a hard time letting each other go. And in turn, it caused a lot of pain for both of us. At least, it did for me. Just a lot of emotional pain. So, I finally decided recently that I needed to break it off. And I finally did so. And it was probably one of the hardest things that I've ever done. And it took me a very long time to be able to do because I was terrified. But I knew that it was not something that was going anywhere. We just weren't compatible and it was very toxic. And we just weren't good for each other in the long run. But the relationship definitely served its purpose for me. I've grown a lot throughout it and I've become a better person, and I needed that relationship to grow. So it happened for a reason, but I'm now ready to move past it and move on with my life, and I'm done with it now. So yeah, and I've also learned not just romantic relationships, but any kind, like with family members, with friends. If it's toxic, if they're not treating you well, if they're not good for you, let them go. No matter how hard it is, you have to do what's best for you and you have to take care of yourself. And that's just like the biggest thing that I learned. Just let them go. Lesson number 2 is take care of your health and know that you can get through anything. So this year has been kind of crazy for my health. In the springtime, I got a tooth infection of my wisdom tooth, and I was absolutely terrified of the surgery because I was so scared of being put to sleep because I thought I was gonna die. Like, I thought I would never wake up if I got put to sleep. So this caused me an extreme amount of debilitating anxiety for like a month or so. I was in and out of the ER because I thought I was dying, because I would Google like all the symptoms and like literally make myself think I was dying. So I finally made this decision to get it taken out, because just like those toxic relationships, if you don't get rid of something, it's just going to keep hurting you. It's going to get worse. It's going to kill you eventually. So I got it taken out. It was scary. I cried, but it went well. And I'm good now. And the wisdom tooth infection also, I believe, caused sinus issues because they're kind of connected. So I've been dealing with sinus issues since then too, up until now. Like, I still have them. I'm on a really strong antibiotic right now to try to kill whatever's going on. So hopefully that works. If not, I'll have to go do something else. But I'm remembering that I can get through anything, so it's all good. But it's been affecting my singing, so that's not good. I also was a lifeguard in the summer and I contracted MRSA. If you don't know what that is, MRSA is like a life-threatening staph infection. I freaked out. It was terrifying. But I got like a minor surgery. I got it taken care of. so it's all good now, but that was a really scary time in my life. So, with all these health problems that were happening with me, I decided that I needed to change something. So I switched to a paleo diet, and I haven't been super strict with it, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to be more strict. Basically, paleo is a caveman diet. So if a caveman wouldn't have eaten it, you don't eat it. So it's a lot of meats, fruits, veggies, stuff like that. So I also am being more consistent with going to the gym and working out and all that, because that's really important as well. And this was about the end of 2016, but it's been over a year now. I quit drinking after I had a very terrible experience where I could have easily died, but thankfully I didn't. And it was just bad overall, like in every way. So I haven't drank since then, and I've decided I don't ever want to drink again, because what's the point? Like, all it does is make me feel worse mentally and physically, so I don't see the point in it. So I'm just living the sober life now. The third lesson I learned is to follow your passions. So this year has been probably my biggest year yet of following my dreams and my passions and all of that. So I started doing open mics more and playing guitar in public, and that's something I haven't done before this year because I wasn't confident enough in my own abilities to play in public. But I finally got to that point, and I'm just working on progressing and getting better. And I also performed at the Pride Festival where I live, and that was the most amazing experience because I was surrounded by so much love and all of these incredible people, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And I also got back into acting. It had been a few years, but I got back into it, and I auditioned for a movie called Fraternity Uprising, which is filming where I live. And my role is a girl named Jenny. She's like the sorority president, full of herself girl, which is like the opposite of me, so it's gonna be fun to play. I also got into background acting. I was pretty much on the entire season of The Gifted. The season finale premieres tomorrow, I believe, so check that out. I decided to stop doing background because it wasn't aligned with my goals anymore, but it was a really fun experience, and I'm glad that I did it. And so I've just been following all of those passions of mine. I began journaling. I've been trying to journal every day because I love to write. I want to be a writer too, amongst all the other things that I want to do. And so yeah, I just think it's really important to follow what your soul is calling you to do in this life. So, lesson number 4 is to spend time with your friends and make new friends. So, anyone that knows me knows I am not a social butterfly most of the time. I'm pretty introverted. So, I've stepped out of my comfort zone a lot this year. So, in doing all the background work and the music stuff, I've met a lot of people, and it's been amazing being around people that have the same goals as you. It's incredible, and I've really enjoyed meeting new people, even though it's been kind of weird for me because that's just not the type of person I've been like my whole life, you know. But I'm glad that I did. And I also spent a lot of time with my old friends, especially with my best friend, who's been my best friend for almost 10 years now, I believe. She had her baby in May, and I went up there. I was there for 2 weeks because he did not want to come out. Like, he was just loving being in her belly. So we like did everything. We were dancing, trying to get him to be ready to come out, but he came when he was ready. So it was really, I was in the room when he was born, so I saw him come out, and it was both the most terrifying experience of my entire life, but the most amazing experience ever. It was just so incredible, and I love that boy so much. Like, I don't know if it's because it's my best friend's baby or because I was in the room when I saw him come into the world, but I love him. Like, I would do anything for him. So there's that, and I just did a lot of fun things with friends this year. A lot of my friends and family opened their houses to me because I was traveling a lot for work, and that was really great because I sleep in my car a lot because I don't want to bother people and be like, hey, I need a place to sleep. But I did have a lot of people offer to let me stay there, and I did take up their offers. So that was really great. I also just went to New Orleans about a week ago or so for an audition for a commercial, and I stayed with a friend there that I had known for a really long time. So it's really cool to get to travel and, you know, stay with your friends and stuff like that. So my last lesson number 5, do things that you enjoy. So this year I went to a lot of concerts. I went to see the Beach Boys. I went to a Third Eye Blind concert, which I won tickets for, so that was cool. I went to a Guns N' Roses concert. That was amazing. So incredible. And I also went to a Matchbox 20 concert, and I got to meet the band. Matchbox 20 is my favorite band ever, so getting to meet them and talk to them was so... it was the most incredible experience ever. Rob hugged me and he was so sweet to me, and the guitarist Kyle, he was like asking about my music and was showing a lot of interest in it, and that was just really sweet and amazing to me. So that was like the best day of my life thus far. That was so amazing, and I intend on going to a lot more concerts this year because that's just, I love going to concerts. I also spent a lot of time in nature and like hiking, stuff like that, and that's pretty much my favorite thing to do because being in nature just makes me feel so calm and at peace and serene, and you get to clear your mind, and I just feel so connected to everything when I'm in nature. So that's been a highlight of my year for sure. So do things that you enjoy. So in conclusion, this year I've learned a lot about what I want to do because of what I've done, the person I want to be because of who I've been, where I want to go in life because of where I've been, the people I want in my life because of the people I've had in my life in the past. And I just have a much clearer vision of what I want out of this life now. So I am extremely grateful for everything this year has brought me and taught me, everything I've gone through. But I'm ready to let this year go. Like, I'm done with it. I'm ready to move past it. It's been an interesting year, but I'm done with it, and I'm so ready for 2018. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys take some time to reflect on this past year and what you've learned, and I hope that you all have an amazing 2018, and I wish you all the best. See you guys later.